everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Impact Marketing Summit hosted by Vamsi Pannala. I am Chitra Tarigopala, a content marketer and a content strategist, and I help different businesses and brands with their content marketing efforts. Today, I am here with Vamsi Pannala. Vamsi is the founder and CEO of the Impact Marketing Summit, which is India's first virtual marketing summit that has brought together over 35 international marketing experts who will be sharing the new age marketing strategies and techniques with you. These strategies are going to help you. They're literally going to change the way you perceive and implement marketing in your day-to-day businesses. You can use these strategies to either scale up your existing business or even start a new one. Vamsi is a marketing geek with over 13 years of corporate experience, and he's now an entrepreneur who helps other entrepreneurs with their businesses by helping them with paid traffic, organic traffic, and also by helping them with their lead generation strategies. Hi, Vamsi.
Hi Chitra, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Today, we are going to ask Vamsi whatever we need to know, anything and everything about the Impact Marketing Summit. So, Vamsi, tell us about the Impact Marketing Summit, why, and how did you get this idea?
Okay, so before I even talk about why Impact Marketing Summit, how this whole thing unfolded, I just
Right.
want to share the background about what completely led to starting Impact Marketing Summit. So
Sure. Mm.
as you mentioned in my intro, I worked for almost 13 years, probably little above 13 years in the corporate world. Worked for
Mhm.
companies ranging from large multinationals to startups during that career. And April 2019 is when I decided that I would pursue my dreams of becoming an entrepreneurship. It was not easy. I had a very small stint with my last organization, about 5 months. And then I actually took a break from 1 month because
Okay.
I never had a 1 month break in 13 years of my career. So my
Wow.
son was 1 year old, and I hardly spent any time with my family. So I just didn't bother about what's going to come next, and spend that time with my family. So after 1 month, I kind of sat down and wanted to then weigh my thoughts about whether it should be a new
Mhm.
job or should I really think about giving entrepreneurship a serious shot, because that's something which has been on my mind for almost like 2.5 years now. So I sat
Right.
down, I
I
wrote
see.
down all the pros and cons of what getting to a job will be and what getting into an entrepreneurship will be. So when I started writing out,
Mhm.
most of the pros were on the side of entrepreneurship, simply because at that point I had about $13,000 roughly in Indian currency, about 10 lakh rupees in my savings. And I literally didn't have any kind of debts that I had to pay anyone. Either I had a home loan, either I had a car loan, a vehicle loan, personal loan, whatever kind of debts that you probably have. And then
Right.
my kid was only 1 year old at that point. So about 2.5 years from that point, where we had to worry about his schooling, tuition, and all of that. So everything that I looked at, when I started weighing out all my options, entrepreneurship was like it's standing out, and it was like the single winner. So then I thought, okay, let's start giving a shot at the entrepreneurship, and I started getting into it. So as a part of starting off my journey, um,
Mhm.
obviously it was not easy, for one simple reason that there was no one who was trying to give me a direction in terms of what I should be, how I should be doing it, simply because in a job there is someone who always guides you about what your work is, your daily tasks, so on and so forth. Here it's your own thing, right? You're your own boss, so there's no one actually telling you, hey, this is right, this is wrong, this is the product, this is the service.
Right.
So all of that was kind of missing. So what
Mhm.
eventually happened was that I become a big victim of shiny object syndrome, right? I started
Right.
chasing shiny objects like there was no tomorrow. I spent almost close to $4,000, $5,000 just on a lot of programs that I never completed. I tried my hand at affiliate marketing. I tried my hand at designing funnels. But then I thought
Mhm.
there was no design bone in me, so I had to give up. Then I started helping a few organizations with their marketing effort. That didn't work out because some of the clients that I started working had budget constraint. They wanted everything, but they had very little budgets to work. I in
Right.
fact started becoming a distributor for a medical device which is based out of Germany. That's still there, but that was again a part of the shiny object. That's what I seriously consider it to be. So I think there was no direction, to be very honest. I was just going in every single direction that people were throwing at me. So one of the things that I really learned as a part of that journey was that you should always believe people when they show their income screenshots, or I did this, I
Right.
made so much money overnight and all of that. In 99% of the cases it might be true. There might be a few fake people who can just create those kind of screenshots and still post them as their own income screenshots. But in majority
Right.
of the cases it's
Mhm.
probably true. But having said that, what is also very important is when you believe that they have done that, what you should also understand is that it is not within that 2 days, 1 week, or 1 month that they have got those results. There is a enormous amount of work that they have put in to be able to reach those goals, to achieve those results, right? So
True.
just imagine that someone who says I made $80,000 in a couple of days. Yes,
Mhm.
it's probably true, but he must have built his email list, he must have created his products probably from an year or two, and that's when he's able to
Right.
get the kind of results that he's talking about, right? So
Right.
and that is, and that's probably my case for the last 1 year or so, from April 2019 to even till April 27th, when I actually came up with the idea of Impact Marketing Summit. I think my
Mhm.
situation was still the same. I was still chasing shiny objects. I was looking at social media agency. That was my last thing. So there
Mhm.
was a lot of things that I was doing, and that's when I had this idea of doing Impact Marketing Summit.
Wow, great, great. What a brilliant story. So, Impact Marketing Summit, what is it all about? And I think what most importantly, people are really interested in knowing, how did you get all of these incredible international experts to agree to be to participate in this summit? To be speakers on this summit. How did you go about achieving that? Could you walk us through that a bit?
Yeah. So basically, what happened was that on 27th April, as a part of the lockdown, like I have been in lockdown anyway for the last 1 year. That's a different story. But having
Right.
said that, I was playing badminton with my wife on my rooftop, and suddenly this idea of why not doing a virtual summit kind of popped up in my head. So I came down after my badminton session, and I started looking at all the people that I thought were experts in the line of business that I am in, and started messaging them. And probably people may not believe, but from 7:22 p.m. in the evening to 11 o'clock in the night, I had about 10 people saying yes to be on my summit. And I was like, oh my God,
Wow.
seriously. Because I always thought that they were friends. I mean, we always used to pick our brains either to understand what's happening, what they are doing, and whether they got some kind of success, so on and so forth. But I never thought that they would jump on an opportunity like this, because
Mhm.
what happens is, in a lot of time, when you become a victim of shiny object syndrome, what it ends up doing to you is you do waste a lot of time. You end up wasting a lot of money, obviously, because there is no direction, right? So as a part of doing that, one of the things that I've done, probably unknowingly, really well, is that
Right.
I was able to network with a lot of people, especially in the ClickFunnels world, if I have to put it that way. And these are some of the people who are two comma club members, people who
Mhm.
make 6 7 figure businesses in their in their journey of what they are doing. So I was able to just send out a message to
Mhm.
them and ask them, hey, I just got this idea of doing a virtual summit. So would you be interested in becoming a speaker? Because I know you have been an expert of this particular X niche of marketing that you are working on. So the reason behind asking
Right.
those specific set of people also was that, Chitra, when I was trying to become something as a part of my entrepreneurial journey, I was
Mm-hmm.
always looking up to experts to learn from, because that's the kind of people you want to learn, that's the kind of people you want to replicate the kind of results that they are getting. And all these people that I got on the virtual summit, uh,
Right.
these are people who exactly know what their stuff is. They know what they are speaking, they know what they are doing. So um, and that's how the Impact Marketing Summit started. So it was just an idea on 27th April,
Right.
because I still believe that's one of my big days, irrespective of the kind of result that I'm going to get from Impact Marketing Summit. I think one of the things that led to doing this is there are so many people like me out there in the market, in general, people who are trying to become entrepreneurs
Right.
or become marketers, right? They lack the direction in terms of how they want to do it, where they want to do it, and when they want to do it, kind of stuff. So I wanted these
Correct.
marketing experts to come on this virtual summit, share with each one of us who are watching this right
Mm-hmm.
now their new age marketing strategies and techniques that can really help you jumpstart your online business, or the strategies that they are currently using inside their business will probably also help you scale your existing business if you already have one. So that's the whole
Right.
theme behind why I wanted to do Impact Marketing Summit.
Wow, wow, that's brilliant. So you had an epiphany of sorts, an idea that just came to you and you immediately took action. And then here we are. Everyone here is now an attendee, a participant, listening to all these incredible speakers that you managed to bring together. So as an interesting anecdote, I know we've been talking about this from the very beginning stages of the planning stage, and I know it started with a small idea, and then you got 10 confirmations, and from 10 speakers it evolved into this massive summit that you
Yeah,
have hosted today, with over 37 speakers, if I'm not
very
wrong.
true. Very true.
So how did that happen? How did it incrementally grow in size and in scale and in mass? Just can you tell us a bit about that as well?
So one of the things that I learned, if not for anything else, so one of the biggest takeaways from doing a virtual summit like this is we always believe, we are always under this preconceived notion that people who we look up to become, or the kind
Mm-hmm.
of results that we want to replicate for what they have been doing inside their business, they would
Mm-hmm.
not do anything for you. I mean, you should follow them and
Mm-hmm.
probably learn whatever you can learn from them and implement in your business, and probably that's all that you can expect from those people.
Right.
But when I started reaching out to people, right,
Mm-hmm.
they jumped on the idea and they were like, yes brother, just let's go and do it. Yeah, I'm interested in coming on your
Wow.
summit. Like, they were like, if I sent 10 messages, 8 of them, 7 of them were saying yes. And that really gave me the kind of boost and energy that I was looking for. And then I thought, if
Mm-hmm.
there are so many people accepting it, why not reach out to a few more people?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I realized is that
Mm-hmm.
unless and until
Right.
you go and ask people, you would never know whether the answer is
Mm-hmm.
a yes or a no. And in most cases, the answer is probably
True.
yes. And even with the
Mm-hmm.
lot of people that I reached out to who said no, I am not taking that no as a literal no, but it's just a maybe. You know, at this particular point where I reached out to them, whether they are at the peak of their business. In fact, some of them really told me that they have a huge launch coming up, or their calendars have already been blocked even before we started this year, so on and so forth. So it is definitely not that they are not interested in coming on your event. It's just that the time that you have asked them is not allowing them to come and participate in your summit. See, some of the speakers that I had on the summit,
Right.
you talk about Steve Larson, you talk about Marley Jacks, you talk about Doc Barton, you talk about Akbar Sheikh,
Right.
Cassie Brown. These are like
Mm-hmm.
really busy people. I mean, they could have done anything, probably much better job of doing something which would have given an extra additional income, or probably a couple of new clients in that 40-50 minutes that they have spent with me. but they decided to come and support
Right.
me on this event simply because they found the idea of what I'm doing very interesting for them. They like the goal, they like the agenda of trying to educate more people like me, who are trying to look for a
Mhm.
direction, trying to understand the new age things that probably they can learn, implement, and give themselves that entrepreneurial journey that they want to start, right? So this is something that
Right,
I
right.
found to be most profound with all of these people. While they are super rich, probably make 6 7 figures in their business, they are really down to earth
Right,
people. So unless and until you don't ask someone that you need help, I don't think people would have no other
right.
way to know that you are actually seeking out some kind of help from them. So that's one of the things that I have as a biggest takeaway from conducting a summit like this, because I personally
Right.
felt that, you know why will Steve Larson come on my summit? I mean, who am I even to ask him to come? I
Yeah,
mean, he would probably think, who
I
is
can
Vamsi
imagine.
Pannala, right? I mean, why am I even spending my time to go on his summit? But look, he's there. I mean, we had a session together, and it's so good to have someone like him, where I learned the One Funnel Away challenge. He was one of the mentors there, and people like Cassie Brown, who is on the Two Comma Club coaching, handful of people who train Two Comma Club members. So these are some of the biggest people that you probably even try to get access to. Probably at times it is very difficult. So I was able
Right.
to get them on board because they love the whole theme and the whole agenda of why this summit actually it has taken birth, right? So that's something that I really wanted to people to know. If you want to start something, if your goal is really unique and very profound in terms of what you want to do, reach out to people, tell them what you're planning to accomplish. People will
Mm-hmm.
come on your journey. It's just about going and asking them that you need their support in doing this. And all the people out there are really good human beings, not just the entrepreneurs. You have to just
Mm-hmm.
go and seek their support, and they are there for you. You don't have to be a celebrity, you don't have to show them that you are already a 6 7 figure entrepreneur to get them on your business. No,
Right.
I'm like a broke entrepreneur right now, to be very honest. But these people saw something in me and accepted to be on a summit like this. So yeah, so that's probably what I want to tell people who are watching this right now.
Wow, that's incredible. That's incredible, Vamsi. I think that's a great takeaway from me as well. Just from the conversation that we've had, that
Yeah,
all one needs to do is just reach out and ask. And I think help is
absolutely.
always just an ask away, and people are always nice, kind, and willing to help.
Yes.
That's great.
It's
Right.
just about the outreach. Go talk to the world, talk to the people that you want to speak to, and then see how the kind of support that you want to them, and people are there for you to help, so it's just about that. And if you believe that there is no one who is coming to your rescue, did you
Right.
ask someone? Ask that question to yourself.
Mm,
Did you ask anyone the help
absolutely.
to begin with? If
Mm-hmm.
then the answer is no, then probably you're doing something wrong. I'm sure if your
Right.
idea is unique, the intention behind what you're trying to do is very unique, and you want to
Mm-hmm.
be very transparent about what you're doing, and just want to provide value and nothing else, there will be tons of people that you probably even cannot work with, so many that will be open to coming and helping you with
Coming
your
in.
journey, right? Whether you're
Right. Right.
starting
Yeah.
out, whether you just saw success like this much, or whether you are like success in this much, you will have people coming out and helping to you, right? So that's
Right,
basically
yeah.
what I
I
wanted
know
to
you used to provide a lot of value with all the Facebook live streams that you were doing. Especially, I know you would review the One Funnel Away challenge, and you did it consecutively for a set number of days,
yeah,
going live every day and summarizing your learnings and everything else. So that was a lot of value that you provided in your initial days to everyone that was interested to learn about marketing.
yeah, yeah,
So yeah, yeah, these were all some great tips, Vamsi. And it's just one step after another. You've gone through every one of those steps with, it's just meticulously executed.
Yeah.
I'm sure, just like you and just like me, everybody else is thrilled and absolutely excited to be a part of the Impact Marketing Summit, because each one of us over here is going to be learning a lot, and everybody is literally putting their best presentations, putting their best foot forward, offering their best presentations, and summarizing their learnings as well.
Right.
So it's going to be great.
Yeah.
And thank you for helping your fellow marketers by
Absolutely.
hosting and
Yeah.
bringing a summit like this together, for
Yeah.
putting something like this together.
Yeah.
It's going to benefit all of us tremendously.
Yeah, just the last couple of things that I want to share, especially
Sure.
because a summit like this is, as I mentioned, is probably for people like me. So
Hmm.
one of my suggestions for people who are trying to start out, or you are in a job, you want to become an entrepreneur, or you have taken that step forward to become an entrepreneur. One of the mistakes that I did when I
Hmm.
was starting off my entrepreneurial journey is that when I started doing those checklists about why entrepreneurship and not a job, while
Right.
all the checklists that I've ticked off saying that, okay, I don't have a debt, I don't have a car loan, a mortgage, a home loan, or whatever it is,
Hmm.
what I forgot as a big piece of thing that I probably should have considered is that with the kind of take home that I had when I quit my last job, I've made a
Right.
lot of big saving investments, right? So
Hmm.
within a short span of time, because of those high investments that I've made, my savings that I had when I started off my journey, which was almost like $10,000,
Hmm.
started evaporating faster than I could even imagine, because I was not making a
Right.
lot of
Okay.
money,
I can
because as I
imagine.
mentioned, because of
Hmm.
chasing shiny objects, there was very little money that I was making, and
Right.
I was living off my savings, and on
Hmm.
top of it, these insurance premiums, or the saving premiums that I was paying to these financial
Right.
institutions, they came very regularly. Some of them were monthly, some of them were quarterly, some of them were half yearly, and these were big chunks of money that I had to pay out.
Right.
So
Right.
by saying this, what I'm saying is that it's good to, if you are on a job and want to become an entrepreneur, only quit your job if you know that your side hustle is giving you the amount of money that probably is close to or more than what your side hustle is currently giving you. I mean, if your
Hmm.
salary and your side hustle are like now equal, or probably your side hustle is more
Right.
than what you are getting in terms of your salary,
Right.
look at it consistently for at least good 5 to 6 months, because on the first month, if you believe that, okay, I was making $1,000 a month and suddenly now I make $2,000 a month, is that $2,000 a month a consistent income that you're getting to quit your job? Because one month
Right.
in entrepreneurship, one month can be very low, one month can be very high. So
True. True.
you just can't jump the gun saying that, okay, now I'm making double my salary, so I'm quitting my job, I'll go and announce to the world that I've become an entrepreneur. No, don't do that.
Hmm.
Look at the
Hmm.
consistency of the money that you are making, and only when you believe that you are ready to take that bandwagon of entrepreneurship, jump on the bandwagon, then that is when you do. And the other important thing is that while you can be a sole decision maker in terms of starting off your entrepreneurial journey, please take
Right.
the consent of your family as much as possible, because those are the people who will
Right.
support you in your good times, in your bad times, while you are still the person who are executing everything in the back end. If you don't have the support from your parents, from your wife, or from your better half, the journey is going to be not very fruitful. So please put
Right.
your consent in front of your family that you want to do something like this. And let's let everyone in your family be on the same page. Otherwise, it's very easy to get frustrated, because people might have seen you at a very different level when you are doing your job. Like my parents, my family saw me a few months back, and suddenly I was at a different league altogether, struggling to do something in my life, right? So if you
Right.
don't have this that support from your family, it's going to be very very tough for you to be able to be a successful entrepreneur, trying to do whatever you're trying to do. And the
True.
most important thing about Impact Marketing Summit is this whole thing is designed for people like you, exactly like you, who you're watching it right now. If you are
Right.
already an entrepreneur trying to scale your business, or you're someone like me who is trying to become an entrepreneur, you might be on a job right now, or you have just quit your job. You have to make notes of every single speaker that you are going to watch from right after this video. Take notes, and just don't take notes and keep it aside. One of the biggest reasons why this summit is such a big thing right now for me is because I have taken action. One of the things that I have not done in
Right.
the last 12 months is I have not taken action. So please take action, whether it's a virtual summit like this, whether it's a course that you have bought, whether it's something that you've seen on a Facebook live, whether you have learned something inside a book. Knowledge is good, but knowledge is waste if you don't put it in action, right? People will not value your knowledge if you don't put it in action. Forget about anyone else.
Right.
You yourself cannot value yourself. You can be a knowledgeable person, but without putting that knowledge into action, you are no one. So you can't see the
Right.
results that you want to see for yourself. So go out, watch all the videos that are on the summit. Each one of them have spoken what their expertise is inside their niche. You have
Mhm.
different domains in which the speakers have come and shared their experiences, and these are the new age things that I have mentioned. As I mentioned, the reason why I have put up a summit like this is simply because I wanted people like you, people like me, to learn from
Right.
the experts who are successful, who are making 6 7 figures, which means that there is something working out for them, and that something is what people have come and shared with us on the summit. So please
Right.
take notes. Please keep away all the distractions that you have while you're watching the summit. Switch off your mobile, switch off your Instagram, switch off your Facebook, switch off everything that can distract
Mhm.
you. These are made into small chunks of videos. Probably the average of the video is about 30 40 minutes. Watch them at your own pace, because this is a lifetime access that you have. But more importantly, you might want to watch it in a month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. You decide the pace. But what I urge you, plead you to do is, whatever you have learned from that single speaker, please implement, take action. That's all I would say, and that
Right.
would be my
Absolutely.
closing remarks.
Right, right, absolutely. I think no amount of education is going to help any one of us unless and until we take action. So, thank you, Vamsi. So that was we did conclude on a very strong note there, and thank you so much for sharing all of the lessons. Without any filter, you just told us everything and laid out the entire formula. So thank you so much for taking the time and for sharing all of your learnings with us.
Pleasure, Chitra.
And yes, yes, thank you. And again, everybody, the pleasure is all ours. Welcome to the Impact Marketing Summit hosted by Vamsi Pannala again. You heard from the man himself. And now we'll conclude this video and we'll let you guys explore the summit, and good luck learning from all these incredible marketers.
Yeah,
Thank you.
just all the best to everyone and whatever you're doing, and hopefully you will have a change in your life after watching all these experts talking about what, in whichever way they can help you with whatever they have shared as a part of their presentations.
Right, absolutely. Good luck, everybody. Good luck to each and every one of you.
Bye.
Thank you, Vamsi.